just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Montage.
Deyi Band will continue to grow and be the pride of the school and community. When Deyi Band is mentioned, one word that will jump at you is excellent. I think it is always after a great performance, and I appreciate the efforts that were put in by all. And I will always feel proud that despite the challenges, the band always managed to shine, and none of the struggles could dent her spirit or determination to excel. It's a human endeavor. All the teachers, Mrs. Chee, and the alumni have also focused on the values and strive to lead by example. We continue to focus on inculcating the right values in school, and as band has always taken a more structured and disciplined approach, it has seen more success in developing the students into responsible and resilient citizens in line with our vision of developing active learners and gracious citizens. Well done! Great job! We appreciate Mrs. Chee for giving her best and be present whenever there are practices, despite not feeling well at times. We are proud of her, and she should be proud of her achievements as she has guided and developed the band to what it is today. Her ability to inspire the students and teachers to achieve the goal is commendable. On this note, I would like to extend our thanks and appreciation to all, especially the alumni, that have contributed to the band's success. Thank you.
I'm retired. I'm going to leave band. I'm going. Okay, can we start?
Okay.
Oi,
Three.
please sit down.
Sorry.
Hello, this is Shirley Lee. I am the current OIC. She's my partner in crime, Bertha Kwok.
Hello. Yeah. As what Miss Lee say, I miss Kwok. Yeah.
I joined Deyi Band in 2003 or 2004. I can't really remember. And then as a teacher, under Mr. Lily Dick. Yes, under Mr. Lily Dick. And then, but I left band in 2000. I can't remember. I left band for a while, and that was before Mr. Lee Cheong took over. Then again, I came back as OIC in 2014.
14.
Yes, 2014. Yes.
Yeah. So why I remember, because I started out in 2014 under Miss Shirley Lee, and it has been about 6 years. Yeah, with the band.
Yep.
Yep.
Challenges we face will be, of course, parents. Parents who don't understand why their kids have to spend such long hours. Nowadays, parents are very protective over their children as well. So the kids there nowadays are also very different. So we have to learn to work with the parents, learn to persuade them, and let them and get them to support the children. I think the other one will be the children themselves, and because they're brought up in this era, they are well provided. Alright, so very few of them understand what is hardship. Their resilience level is actually very low. Alright, I would call them the marshmallow. Under the heat, they all melt.
So we've been stirring this for about 5 minutes now, and as you can see, the marshmallows are beginning to become.
Alright, I remember holding camps, and I have parents or I have children who come to ask me whether they have hair dryer or not, or whether they can sleep in aircon room. So yeah, this kind of expectation is very difficult to meet. What about you?
Parents, yeah. So I think we really need to build the resilience within our students.
Yeah.
Too many memorable events. Yeah, but I guess SYF is always the most memorable one, especially even for the alumni, teachers, I mean even students. Yeah, it's always the part where, you know, there's always the climax in the performance, and then everybody, when they watch, wow, the heart is really at the mouth, especially when the drum major throws a high one and you can manage to catch it. That's the most exciting part. Especially once we reach the prize presentation, we see that, hey, we got a distinction and all. You know, the joy in students' faces, and that, you know, that they have worked hard for 6 to 8 months. Yeah, all has been paid off. It's really memorable lah. And yeah.
For me, I have a longer span with the band. There are many memories. Right, one will be with the alumni. I remember how happy I was as a band teacher, not OIC. How we spent long hours together with Keng's group, with Ziliang's group, you know, and then later on Louis, Yiqian, and Christina. You know, I remember the time during the camp when the Japanese trainer came, and then they had to spend long hours making their own colour gun flags. Yes. Yeah, those are very good memories, and in the process we build up a kind of relationship that, you know, I think it will be something that I will always remember. Next, definitely all the memories of the SYF trainings under the sun. Last time we do outdoor. I think the most memorable one would be SYF to me. Is the first time when we had colour guard, when the colour guard actually hide between the member, and then they open up the flag. And I remember that point of time when the whole stadium, and that was in the old National Stadium. So, and the crowd went, wow! It was like, wow, you know. It's like we set the stage, you know. We set the stage for all the school, all the standard for colour guard for all the school to follow. There's another memory. Yeah, and then just before, I think it was 2006 or 2008, I couldn't really remember. That was a time, I can't remember when we got the best band. 2008, right? Yeah, so 2006, National Stadium was supposed to close. So we went, okay, we are going to close the National Stadium with best band. We are going to get it, but we didn't get it. We won, but we didn't get the best band. But then it didn't close. We came back 2008, and guess what? We got it. We closed the National Stadium. That was another good memory. I think that was freaking good. Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing is, I want to say is the memory I built with this team of teachers, and of course the memories I have with the younger lot. First they were our students, then they become alumni. The change in relationship was kind of very interesting. Thank you very much. And of course, you know, with Mr. Chee, the fight with Mr. Chee, you know. But then, whatever aside, okay, then we come together to solve problem, and that is all the memories. I don't think any money can buy for that. Yeah. Thank you very much.
第四题.
I hope that Deyi Band will grow from strength to strength and uphold the tradition of the band, especially drum major. I think it's very tough to train a drum major, and I think when we are talking about the changes we want to make to SYF, and they took away the best drum major award, but the school with Mrs. Chee, we feel very strongly for drum major. It is what it makes the whole show a bit more different. Yes.
So hope that Deyi Band can continue to prosper, to have really band students to become more resilient, and to really have good character traits coming out from band. Yeah, so yeah, and really because we see so many leaders coming out from band, so really we hope that in the future we can really see more good character, good leaders coming by.
Ben, Mr. Chee, 加油!
Mr. Chee, stay healthy. Ben, what
好了，完
哇，那个
了。
话是 impromptu 的。本来我要讲一些不懂什么，这么看掉。
哇，sekali 我们被 record，
还在 record。
A few minutes later.
Hi, I'm Keng Leng. They used to call me Bruce. I graduated in 1985 as a band leader. So what else you? I wouldn't say I'll be a founder, but the one who actually trying to gather everyone together during that times, the era. And I think I'm the third batch of the band. With only a handful of us coming back to help, you see. So I think how actually the whole thing started is after 87's outdoor. Then I think seriously that I must get some ex-members back. It helps if you want the bands to grow, better result, and in order to carry on in that era. So I won't say I'm a founder, I'm just the one together, we must together back together. Yes, we did. I think by then we are polys. We have our own commitments, everyone have their own commitments. So I think by 91's, I'm doing in the army. So have limited times for together, meetings, and in the army, so normally you only book out on Saturday. Or sometimes you get confined, so basically that you take Saturdays or Sundays you don't get to meet. So what we did was only through phones. That means you will write some notes and you will leave it over and they'll pick it up at the same time that they'll carry on with whatever step they want to do. So time is always an issue, but we always try to meet. Even on job we are only 2 hours, a night out for 2 hours we will gather. So I think that's the only difficulties as compared now and then. We don't have WhatsApp, WeChat, or whatever you call it on Facebook. So I think that's communication is always an issue for us. So as you know, in '85 we have the first outdoor. I think we got a silver. During that times, still very raw, very new. There's no ex-members like to help us, or those already have 2 batch ahead of us. 87's, yes, we got a group of 4 or 5 of us helping in the 87's. Same thing is a very tough job because we know nothing about outdoors, even basic trainings. So it's only in after 90s, 87's, and we have the first leadership training camp. I think that's in PA. 88, 87 and 88, something near around there. That's the very first, and we camped at PA campsite. I still remember there's one night where it rains, like in the middle of the night, and all the tentage actually get blown away. It's all wet. It was fun. So from there onwards, actually we understand you need to have the trainings. You need to group of leaders from very beginning, in Sec 1s come in, start training them, and by then they are Sec 2 or Sec 3s, and by the time Sec 4 they are very strong leaders. So that's a very basic concept for us to start camp, and that carried on for many years. 91 secretary is also a very tough year. New uniforms, and actually by then we already have a very strong groups of leaders, especially the band leaders and the drum major. I remember Shui is one of them. Because Shui is in 87's, very first camp, and by then he's in Sec 4 leading the band. He's proven that the camp itself do helps in preparing for competitions for them in the band line. So I think the camp till today, there are few modifications until today. So I think Eric's screaming can also modify it and make it more comprehensive. I think the impact from the 87 to today. Yeah. They're doing well with our women, helping them at this time. We are doing very good, but to carry on, it's always you need a lot of courage, times, sacrifice. I think that's the only thing sacrifice I would say. Not only is to own times, the time together with your families, the time together with your loved ones. So I think sacrifice is always an issue. Current lots. But I think communication is much more easier as compared now. Actually, you have 60 or 70s in the group chat, which is a luxury, so don't take it for granted. Right? Very difficult question. I hope she can carry on and continue. But this is very tough. It's a very tough job, especially after 40 years. 40 years. And I hope she can carry on some more years. Thank you.
My name Yuan. I am a alumni from, I think I started to be in the school from 1987, graduated 1991. If we were to come back from 2019, that would be like 32 years ago. So that's quite a while already. My career in the band, I started as a piccolo player because of my size. Then I started to learn how to play the flute. So I have also appointed the band as the assistant band leader and also do several other duties like the section leader within the flute section. So that's my career in the band. Conversion from Keng to me, I wouldn't say that there's a very big difference. But I can't remember too much about indoor, but a lot on outdoor. I think outdoor is a different platform where, for me personally, I think was given the chance to demonstrate my leadership, the organizational ability, as well as getting people with the right mindset in to form the alumni. I think that was one of the challenges, but I think the biggest challenges was the ability to start to work out steps for the band in terms of formation. Very different from the current way of doing formation. Now I think it's pretty much American style. My time was precision, where we basically use graph paper. For example, we have maybe 120 bands strong. We have to count every single person's step, so that's not easy. We have no experiences in terms of creating steps for one formation to another, and we being novice, we do not know how to start actually. So it was a training that was done by Leng that was transferred to us in terms of that knowledge, and we started to get things together. So I think that was that biggest hurdle I feel. Yeah. Through having fun, I guess. We basically discussed about situation that happened on that day. We went through a postmortem of what can be done better. Share our difficulties with Mrs. Chee. She will give advice. I think from that we learned, and I think that was fun. If you take it as a fun play, I think.
Wait a minute.
Fun play, fun play, fun play.
I have
Fun.
a pen. I have an
Play.
apple.
Fat on a plate.
Things will be easier, and if you engage the people on the ground more to understand what they have problem with, I think that is already a very different way that you can actually solve issues. Current and future working alumni, I think that it's very fortunate that you guys are coming back as an alumni. Why? I think it is a very good platform for you to develop your leadership experiences, the way you engage different stakeholders. You have your members, you have your teachers, you have your Mrs. Chee. It's about how to manage and get results out of all this. Not easy, I would say, but if you take it from a perspective of developing yourself, I think it is already a very good platform that not many people have it. So I think that my advice to the alumni is, besides going for the glory, I think it's very important to instill the right values to the existing members. I know generation to generation changes, but I think that the value system that we carry from one generation to another generation have to stay. Right? Be humble, respect your opponent. Alright? Yes. The goal is important, but I think to me the most valuable is when you go from one starting point to the end is what you pick along the way, in my opinion. Yeah? My definition of a good leader is basically like a candle. It consumes itself, but it brings light to others. I think Mr. Chee have done a good job. For a person to stay on the job for 40 years is no joke. That means a lot of years of commitment, a lot of love for the people that she coached, unconditional love. And I think on top of that, she is willing to share knowledge and giving the alumni, the existing leaders, the platform to form, to grow. I think I do not need to give any advice to her, but I think that I would want her to continue to do what she's doing. That's the best advice or recommendation I can actually give. And for the existing band, like I said before, yes, we have a lot of trophies in our cabinet, but I don't think that is as valuable as you should be learning from this journey. I think that will be something that I would want the band to keep. And of course, being Deyi Ministry Band, we have to be humble, able to demonstrate that we are carrying on the line with the right value system. So that is my advice.
Hello, I'm Wei Ming. And people call me Chai Wei Ming. I don't know why they put the surname in front. And also, people also know me as Eric. I think most of the teacher or principal will call me Eric. Graduated in 1992. Yeah, 1992. And joined the alumni in 93. I'm leading the team since 2003 till current. That's what they want me to say. I'm a oboist and I played percussion during my school day. To win the first display band, I thought the air was fresh at the top. So the feeling was good. But it's not about winning the band or the best display band. I think it's about pushing ourselves to the limit. And I thought that we worked real hard to trying to achieve that. It's not about a batch of so-called like their goals, but it's kind of like from generation to generation, from batches to batches. We're trying to push our limits, trying to achieve what our predecessor has not been achieved. Winning the goal, winning the top goal, the top display band award in 2008 was a kind of achievement. It was a kind of recognition of our efforts from generation to generation. How the idea came by? Wow, okay. I'm fortunate that I inherit a team who are full of passionate, very determined. My team was around 20 over. We work in various groups for various reasons. And when we came in, I think we do a lot of brainstormings. Unlike the current, we have YouTube, we have so many resources. Back then, our resources are quite limited. Not like Keng batch, only using pager or phone. We do have some, internet. We do some research on internet, and also we met up almost every day, and we came up with ideas, trying to push to brainstorm the best of it, the best idea that we can achieve for the band. So that's what we did. I will graduate as a member, wasn't an NCO. So my philosophy about leadership was slightly different from what Keng and Shui is. That's what Keng mentioned earlier, that I did some modification to the leadership system, which I thought that is essential because I felt that the leadership should be slightly a bit different compared to the original leadership, whereby I thought that more ownership should be given to leaders. Leaders should be trained to be more responsible, to take up more ownership, and to take up a bigger role rather than just a system follower. I think that the band systems train the leaders well, and in a way that when they graduate and join me as alumni, they're very passionate, they're very into. So the ideas came in for the outdoors. In terms of all the formation, the music, the gimmicks, all this, it's all actually by the team themselves. So we met up almost every day. We came up with ideas, and we keep improving the ideas. We are not satisfied with the result of the ideas that we came off. We keep pushing ourselves, pushing our limits, And yeah, it's a team effort. We talk about ideas. And what can inspire, I thought, is the team. It's not about individual, but the team that inspired me to keep on going. And yeah, I'm fortunate. I'm very, very fortunate. To the current and future alumni, I thought that you have made the right choice joining the team, because the team, is full of generations from different batches, and they are here to share, and I think most importantly is to have fun. The fun is the key thing that we thought about for continuity, and I wish you have fun, make more friends, and really admire that your passion and your enthusiasm to this band. Thank you. To Mrs. Shee, I think there are a lot of things to talk about Mrs. Shee. Mrs. Shee is not just only a band director, but she's a friend, she's a mentor to me. And those countless calls with her on discussion during our outdoor display years, I think these are some special memories that I will have for the rest of my life. I'd like to thank her for all her confidence and trust in me all these years. And seriously, I think I would not have achieved, or I would not have learned so much if not for her trust to me. To the band, I think band is a very special CCA. It comprises, it's not just about joining, it's not just about these 4 years in the band, but it's more than that. You are making friends from different generations, you are making friends from different batches, and most importantly, you are making friends for life. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.